Ladies and gentlemen, it is very, very important for us to recognize one thing that the challenges we're facing today are not beyond us to solve. They're not exotic, neither are they insurmountable. They're solvable. But one thing that we need to do everywhere we are is to muster that courage, that self belief that we can be able to start and start. By starting, then we start to move the needle forward. The challenges of climate change that we're seeing manifesting in the form of droughts, in the form of heat waves and flash floods, and plunging millions of people into suffering, resulting into crop failure. We're seeing cattle dying. We're seeing mothers who are unable to put food on the table to feed their kids before they go to school the next day. These realities are not abstraction. These realities are pushing humankind into the brink that we cannot allow to see, because survival cannot become the norm. Neither should survival become a buzzword. We can be able to play a part to reverse and seize opportunities in these challenges. As we're speaking today across the entire world, we're seeing people suffering from heat waves. We're seeing people suffering from droughts in the Horn of Africa here, with millions and millions of people who have lost nearly everything. But yet, the solutions that can be able to put a smile in the faces of mothers and children, of fathers and brothers and sisters in communities, are within reach. When it comes to emission, we need to reduce emissions by 45% in the next 7 years. Yes, the world responded to ratchet up their climate action ambition. And that ratcheting up and turning those plans into investment plans is still lagging. When you look at the entire African continent today, 72% of the national determined contribution, which are climate action plan, have not been turned into investment plans. And even those that have actually an action plan are not necessarily showing returns on investment, but actually just being costed to show the amount that are needed to drive and lower emissions as resilience is built. We have work to do, but this work is not beyond our reach. This work is one in which we introspect and start to self-believe that we are part of the solution, and that the solutions we seek are in us, and that when we play our part, from government enacting legislation and putting in place incentives that can usher in private sector and support informal sector, and especially our young people who are the climate action drivers. I call them the climate action army. They must be incentivized, supported, inspired to seize that they can be able to turn climate challenge into opportunities. And we see across the world, from clean energy solutions, like turning agricultural waste into fuel briquettes. Young people are doing that and reducing indoor pollution that kills over 700,000 people across the entire African continent. They're turning a challenge into an opportunity. We're seeing them helping reduce post-harvest losses by simply fabricating solar dryers that are helping mothers reduce the post-harvest losses that they suffer, that they dry their food in open bare soil and it gets contaminated and then they lose the market. These practical examples, from waste to briquettes that reduces indoor pollution, from waste to biogas that actually reduces indoor pollution and create more opportunities and reduces methane that add to the atmosphere to increase warming. These solutions quantify as solutions to the world. And these young people across Africa and other parts of the world need to be applauded and they need to be celebrated. Today, transformational development is all in our hands. The finances that are needed are not only huge amounts of money, but they are monies that when they invested, the returns on those investments will be higher. Should we, at the end of the day, fold our arms and point fingers, or should we play our part? We should play our part and build on what is already working and inspire the generation that have what it takes, their creativity and ingenuity, our youth, our young people across the world. They're the pioneers of solutions. They're the drivers of change. And when we tap into their ingenuity, their creativity, their entrepreneurial spirit, we will live not just a better world, we will transform lives. We will stop suffering. Let's play our part. Thank you.